Hi, I'm Heather K. Margolis with Channel Maven Consulting, and welcome to your Cisco mConcierge social media video series. Over the course of the next 12 weeks, I'll be helping you with different topics for these video shorts throughout the social media pilot. These topics are just here to help you whenever you have the time to tune in or have questions on how to get started with social media. So this is week 1. We're going to talk about branding yourself online. So before you have all of this social media activity driving people to your websites, to your profiles, to your different platforms, it's really important that you think about branding yourself online. So what do I mean by that? Well, my name's Heather Margolis, and if you search for Heather Margolis online, there are a lot of other Margolises out there. So I always use my middle initial K whenever I am talking about myself online or I'm putting information on my website, on my LinkedIn profile, and any of my different profiles. So you want to think about how people remember your name, and if you have a common name, you may want to consider using your middle initial or using your middle name, some way that you can differentiate yourself so that if someone goes out and searches for you, they're able to find you. The same is also true for the name of your company. So many of us out there have either long names for our company or maybe names that are similar to other people. And you want to make sure that you go out and search for yourself to see how people are finding you and if they're able to find you easily. For instance, our name is Channel Maven Consulting. And while that might be a little bit long, if people shortened it to CMC, when they were talking about us to other prospects or other companies, you know, that great way of getting business through word of mouth. If people are inconsistent in how they talk about your company because they're hearing it differently from you, there's a chance they might not find you. And worse yet, there's a chance they might find your competitor. So you want to make sure that you go out to the web and search for your company and see what comes up. Who else comes up? Is it worth maybe adding LLC or Inc. to the end of the name of your company so that you can better differentiate yourself? Whatever you come up with, make sure you're consistent across all of your platforms. So on your website, if you have a Facebook page, if you have a company page on LinkedIn, make sure you're changing it everywhere so that it is consistent across the board. You also may want to have someone on the other side of the country search for you to see what comes up because search is always based upon location. So make sure that someone searches where you are and then someone can search in other locations. So let's review. You want to make sure that you search for your name and your company name online. If you need to differentiate it, make sure you do that, but make sure you stay consistent across the board. Have a colleague or family member search for your company as well in another location. Optimize your name and the name of your company by choosing a consistent version and using it on all of your platforms. And finally, update your website so that it is consistent as well. So that's it for week 1. We're really helping you get the foundation because next week we're going to talk about optimizing LinkedIn to make sure that people can find you there and have all the correct information. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week.